Hello people, I'm back with another video on the NS200 Tyre Hugger. So as you guys must have seen on my previous video that I'm making some brackets. So the brackets have been revised, and in this video I'm going to be covering the complete installation again. So step by step I'll show you everything what needs to be done. Okay. So in a short while I've already fixed a bracket, but I'm going to remove this, and in a short while I'll continue and show you guys what the complete procedure is. So stay tuned and watch till the end. So the stock setup of the bike that we have, we have this sari guard on the left hand side. You don't need to remove it, nothing needs to be done with it. It stays intact in its place. If you have not removed it, it stays intact. Okay. On this side we have a axle nut which can be removed with a 22 number spanner. Okay, this spanner. So first you need to do is remove this spanner, remove this bolt, nut. So you need to remove this nut first, and once this nut is off, okay, you there are some tools in the in our toolkit which might help you with it, but if not, I will advise you better get a ring spanner. So this is the ring spanner. You better get that and you use that so that you don't have to apply much pressure, because this gives a good grip. Again, you don't have to put the bike on paddock. My bike is not on paddock. Don't put it on paddock because the chain setting might move. And while this is being done, make sure that your bike is in first gear so that the bike doesn't move left and right. We should not at any position move the bike left and right, because this chain setting would change. We need to make sure that this does not change at all. So this was the first step. Second step, I'll mount the bracket and show you how the bracket that I have made. I'll mount it here and then show you how to mount the final bracket of NS200. So this is the bracket that I've made. Okay, here 22 number hole is there, so a thick plate is there. I guess it is 5 mm, and then angle is there. The angle has been welded at an angle to this angle. I mean, if you see, it is not perpendicular. And then this has holes to match the 13 number Allen bolts from the Hugger. Okay. So next I will show you how to mount this on the axle, and after that we'll mount the actual Hugger bracket on this one. So once your axle nut is out, okay, you need to just place this bracket that I've made over here and lock it up again. That's it. I mean, this part is, that's it. Okay, I've made sure that the bracket does not touch our brake parts anywhere. So you see there is enough space everywhere. My first generation bracket did not touch, second was touching, and now this is the third generation bracket that I've made, which does not touch anywhere. It's completely off the brakes. Sorry for that noise. Usually in my area I don't see this aeroplane sounds. This has been first time. So now I just need to tighten this out first, and next then I'll show you how to mount the main Hugger bracket over here, Hugger frame over here. This is the bracket from NS200. Okay. It has complete different setup as to AS200. AS200 does not NS200. NS200 does not have this bar. The setup ends here. In my second video that I'll be doing the same installation for AS200, I'll show you guys. In that video I'll again show you all the details of the bracket. So this is what the NS200 bracket is. This is what Bajaj has sold to me as NS200. I'll add the product part number etc. in the description. So this NS200 bracket, we need to slide it out like this and place it here. I'm seeing some trouble getting it stuck. Your bolts go in from here. Okay, once the bolts are in place, this is how it's going to look. Once the washers are fixed, now Bajaj gives only the bolt, because on the NS200 we already have a mount on this finger part, where we just need to lock it with this bolt. We do not have we don't need to buy additional lock washers, spring washers, or spacers. We call this spacers, dollar spacers. So since our setup does not have bolts at the back, I'm going to be using this. So once I've finished this bolts to be mounted, nuts and bolts to be mounted, I'll show you guys how I've done it, and then continue ahead. So the nuts that I'm using are 13 number lock nuts. You'll get it in any this is the 13 number spanner that I'm using. You'll get it in any automobile shop. Ask them for self-locking nuts, 13 number. At this stage I've finished mounting the bolts and nuts. So the Allen has gone from here. Now this is a very old Allen bolt I had from a past Hugger, and the bolt is out here. So the points are, the process is, nut goes in from bolt goes in from here, then the Hugger bracket made by me, then the frame of Tyre Hugger, then first a plain washer. Now I got this very big dollar washers. If you can find, you should find the smaller ones. And then if you see, there's a spring washer, and then there's a self-knock nut. Okay, so these are the things, and the same one goes on this side. So make sure when you're fitting, none of the brake cables or brake parts are coming in between. It should be absolutely free in fitting, else your brake and calipers are not going to work. The caliper is not going to float if there's no space here. If you see in mine, there's enough space here. Okay, there's enough space here. There should be movement available for the calipers to move left and right also. So you need to take care of this point too. Next, I'm going to mount my NS200. Very small part left now. So this is my NS200 old plastic cover that is left out with me. My previous bracket broke out as it fell off and a car went over it. So this bracket had broken off and this part has broken off. So as it is, I've thrown those off. I just got a new NS200 bracket back, and this is ready to go on it. Okay, so this is how it will look from far off. I see that I need to align it. Once it is installed, I'll twist the bracket and align it. So here we just need to add bolts that come from Bajaj, three nuts that come from Bajaj. We just need to fix those, and then we are done. So Bajaj gives this small Allen bolts, very small ones, for NS200 that go out here. Now while fixing this, I will advise every one of you to please have Loctite or something added to it. Let me turn on the light. Yeah. Wow, another plane. So please add Loctite to this, because this you don't need to remove every now and then. Even to this bolts, nuts and bolts, I will advise to put Loctite. Once this is up, you just need to tighten them very perfectly. These nuts are like, what mm, let me see. These are 4 mm. Okay, so you just need to tighten them, and you're done. Okay, make sure you tighten them very nice, because these often come off. I've seen a lot of vibrations at this end of our bike. So in past, I've had a lot of issues with my hugger. This is my 3rd attempt or 4th attempt to get it fixed perfectly. So make sure you guys at least follow this minimum things. Yeah, you can see the Pulsar name on it. It's the Pulsar NS200. I have the NS over here. Sorry, RS over here. RS does not have any name, and RS is bigger than NS. Okay, it has more area on the top and more at the bottom. So in my second video in a week's time, I'll be also doing an installation process of the RS. RS has a different bracket altogether, like I said some time back. It's got better mounting. This side is less, as I said previously. So I'm going to be recommending everyone to go with RS, but only thing is RS, it might hit up here. So for now, I've done the NS installation to verify that the bracket is perfect and no further changes are required in it. I'll be doing 100 to 200 kilometers test ride this week, traveling to office, and maybe go on a next Sunday ride or something around 15th August or something. And if this bracket turns out to be perfect, I'm then next going to be mounting the same RS200 setup. I'm going to be doing a RS200 setup here and make a video on that too and show it to you guys. So that's it, we are done. If you guys have any questions regarding this setup, please do put in the comment section. I'll try to answer at the earliest. I'll leave some pictures at the end of the video starting in some time now. Do watch them. Apart from that, if any questions are left out, any points are missed out, do ask me. I'll try to answer at the earliest. The cost of whole setup, this bracket I got second time made with heavy duty material, so it cost me around 250 bucks. Small nuts and bolt, another 10-15 rupees. The whole bracket, if you're purchasing the whole setup from Bajaj, the complete NS200 setup, that will cost you approximately 550 to 600 rupees. I'll leave a picture of the bill, all the parts name and approximate prices, if possible after this video, in the slideshow, or if not, in the description section. And that's it. So I've got a lot of other videos as usual in my channel. Please do watch out for it. Watch them all. You might end up doing some of the DIYs that I do. Most of them are pretty simple. Most of the mods are pretty simple, nothing major. And yes, please do subscribe if you're watching it for the first time, because I put in a lot of efforts and energy, time behind all this. I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I don't earn much from YouTube. It's peanuts. But yes, every little subscription and every little watch and view does matter, does count to me. Because in the end, it is all for you. If I had to do it just for myself, I can do it and finish it off. So thanks once again. This is Deepen from Pune. So long, in the next video.